Hey all, it's Rightplan here from NovaGamer. As you can see, I'm back where we left off last time. This is... Oh, now we got a wolf behind us. This is pretty much where I wanted to show you so we can show you how to get to everywhere. Um, right now, this is where we just found all of the night elves. Well, not the night elves, but the elves, and we attacked them. So if you didn't see the elf design and the attacking of them, I attacked each class of them. You can go look at our other video that we had released right before this one. So once again, we're where we left off. I want to continue from the last point we were so that you guys can see how you get to the different towns for those who didn't have a chance to watch our other two videos, because it'll only take a moment to show you. These are caves. This is your Owl's Head, but we are not going back to Owl's Head. Instead, I'm going to show you a basement house, as I promised I would do so in this video. But these hexes are all ones that you can go to a hex and you can stop at any hex on the ground and you can zoom in. So we went over this in the previous video, so if you didn't see, go check it out and you'll see us actually going into one of these ones and other ones. And if you watch all of our videos for Release 4, you'll see pretty much every area so far. We've pretty much explored them all. This is the Hidden Val, for those of you who didn't know. And this is pretty much just a little island that's going to be off the coast of where our main storyline is going to be for the game when the game comes out in full-fledged. So that's why we're doing all the testing on this island. So I want to go over to Kingsport, which is right here. So I'll just click on it to go to there. You want to make sure you don't double-click until you're where you want to be to, because you'll zoom in wherever your character's at, not where you want him to be to. So make sure you double click once he's there. Double clicking will zoom you in like so. And we've gone through this. For those of you who have seen our other videos, I apologize for the reenactment here, but you know, peanut arms. I don't know where I was going with that. So here we go. I'm gonna zoom in here, loading plots. Come on, loading player, there we go. Alright. I imagine that once the full release is out, they're going to have less of a load time, but right now there's a lot to load on the small servers that they have for testing. Ooh, chest. Let's see if there's anything in the chest. Maybe I'll get myself some good armor my last day playing. I'll take the cloak. I haven't used a cloak. There we go. Now I have a cloak. I feel awesome now. I didn't want to make one, so I'll just do this. So let's go find us a place where we can go into a basement. Right now we can't have the basements for our own houses. We do have the ability to build our own house. I've done lots of housing videos. That's why I didn't bother going over it with you guys this time, because there wasn't any major changes, because we can't design our own basement yet. And pretty much right now, you can just set up a house, you own it for an hour, so you can decorate it whatever way you want. But then in an hour, you lose control of it, and somebody else can take it. That gives everybody the ability to test a house. My last video, before we do the basement, since I'm passing these right now, I'll show you guys really quick. I recently found this out. I was having issues trying to get on those ships before, and it was because I literally saw them and said, I'm going to go to those ships, but I didn't actually test them with you. So we'll do the ships first, because they're both right here, and then we'll go do the basement. So you just click on the ship that's actually on the dock right there, and it'll take you back to the ship. Our problem was we were clicking on that boat down there, which was taking us back to the dock. So here's the actual first ship. So these are all pictures of this. If you want to get a better look at the pictures, are all on their website. We will soon put them on our website as well. I don't think, yeah, you can't really do anything with that just yet. They have rumor that they might make ships actually sailable, but they haven't come to a full conclusion on that yet. Obviously, we haven't had the testing of a sailing ship yet, so as of right now, there aren't sailing ships. Right now, they're just homes that you can dock on ports outside of Kingsport. Right now is the only one that you could do it at. But as you can see, they got lots of room in them, and lots of space for decorations. And if you come down here, you get all the stuff down the hull of the ship. And another floor down again. So this is like sort of like a big, well, it looks like they got it set up almost like a meeting room slash study. I don't know. Is there anything this way, or is this back to the steps? No, that's back to the steps. I do like how much room they have, but these are a little more difficult to get than, for instance, the Viking house, which is the one I have, which I've said time and time again. But you can see, this gives you an idea, though. It's pretty good. It gives you an idea of a lot of the decorations that are going to be available for your homes. So this one's been decorated to the nines. So it's a lot better example of what we're going to be able to add when we have our own places. So it's pretty smart. All right. So that's pretty much this ship. Like a ship, it floats. And did I show you in there? Yes, I did. So there you go. That's this ship. So now I'll go back to the docks and take this other one. Dang it. I think I gotta take that over there. Oh, here. For those who didn't watch the last video, I'll just swim over there really quick. So here's the swimming. Oh, yeah. Does this take me there? Yeah. So Baron Founder Frigate. And there we go. So once again, you have to do a Baron Founder pledge to get this frigate. It's the only way you can get it right now, unless you save up the money in the game once the game is released and you purchase one out of gold in the game, which we're told so far it will not be an easy task. They will cost a lot of gold. But if you want to donate a ton of money right now, you can have one of these as soon as you start the game. Here's some more decorations that we haven't seen in the last one. For instance, you get some map rolls here, or cloth rolls. I'm going to go with map rolls, but they look like cloth. You can pull these off and put them back, or you can put them in your bag and sell them, but they're not worth it right now. But I do like all the windows that you get. And just like the other ship, there's not too much, so then you come down here, and this is the bottom. So this is the big room, just like the other ship. The other ship was a little more fancy looking. Wasn't too much bigger, though. It was a little bigger, but not too much bigger. But this one has the extra little room down here the other one didn't have. It's kind of good for like a cook room. But there you have it. So that's the two ships. Let me just leave here quickly, and we'll go check out the basements. Questing as of right now is not really a huge questing that you'd think it would be. As of right now, questing is more you go up and you talk to NPCs, and they just tell you, go talk to this person, go talk to that person, and it's kind of just a way to get yourself around. I mean, you can do it. It's kind of nice to see it for the first time, but there's no like rewards or anything like that. So it's more just knowing what to say, and they tell you to go talk to this person at the docks. So you got to go find the docks and find out where they are and talk to them. Well, there we go. But the NPCs are getting a lot better at knowing what you're trying to say to them. And when you talk to one, you can actually click on it and talk to it. Where before, when you tried to talk to anybody, the NPCs assumed you were talking to them. But like now that I'm around all three of them, I can go up to her and be like, hello. Oh, I am still in that. Just 1 second. How do you get out of that? Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Oh, there we go. There. So now only she is answering, not the other two, where before all three of them would have answered. And she does give you a good one. Greetings, I am Lauren, but we have much to discuss. We're both trapped in here, it seems. So then you would ask her, you know, like this. How are you trapped? I am off-world. Thanks for asking. What do you mean trapped? We traveled here through a portal that the Oracle revealed to us, which on this side opens... I didn't read what she said. I've been reading this quickly, so if anybody else wants to read it, you can just pause the video at the times and read what she's saying. There. Anyways, she just keeps repeating it over and over again. And she's pretty much done now. So there you go. So she'll actually like give you a description, so then you can actually try to talk to the other people that she had in that conversation and find out to them about being trapped. So it's actually, they're developing a nice storyline. So it's pretty awesome actually. So you double click on this. This will take you down to the basement. So this is what an example of what you'll have for a basement in your basement housing. So you'll be able to buy these additions onto your actual house. So it'll make a ladder like so going from the floor, and you saw that little hatch. So you'll have a hatch in your actual house that'll take you down a ladder into a big basement, and they're huge. So this one, for instance, goes all the way over here, and then you have steps that go down, and most of the basements have steps. I think there's only the smallest is like a 2-floor basement. I can't remember exactly, but they go up to a huge amount of floors that keep going down and down and down. For instance, this one is still going down. So I'm not going to spend tons of time going through all these, but I'll give you a quick glance of every floor so you can see it. Let me go through here. So this is another big open room. So as you can see, the basements are huge. In some cases, the basements are bigger than the houses themselves. You can actually buy a house. Okay, this room's perfect. You can buy a house that's about the size of this room, and you can put a basement below it. And the basement is bigger than the house. So it's pretty awesome that they gave you the ability to do that. Here's another room. And another. So see, there's tons and tons of room. When we get out of here, I'll show you the size of that house again. Here's some more weapons and stuff. I'm actually going to take this bow because I'm going to test that bow as opposed to the crossbow. Oh, chest. Dang it. I want some fancy armor. Anyways, so we'll come out here. So that was all those rooms. That was from there all the way over. You go down another floor. So for those counting, this is the 3rd floor. As you see, it's pretty much the same thing. Another big room, and then a hall with a whole whack of smaller rooms. As you can see, it just goes in, and room. And this will take us back out to here. And then you go down another floor. So this is floor 4. So this is way bigger than all the houses I've shown you. So this is, each floor is the same though. See, big room, and then a whole bunch of whole bunch of rooms down that hallway. And then this is the last one. So this is floor 5. So a 1-floor or 2-floor house, we'll see when we go back up to the top, turns into a house that has 5 floors below it. So it's kind of crazy. You get tons and tons and tons of room to put your shit. And then this will teleport you to the top, I believe. Yeah, there we go. And there you have it. And then you zoom back out. So one thing that's big about UO that not UO, that's my bad. About Shroud of the Avatars, it's going to be a lot like UO because it had a lot of people who played UO, which is Ultima Online for those of you who don't know. And a lot of us are backers who have played Ultima Online. So we want the ability to have lots and lots of junk. Like people who played Ultima Online were huge into collecting. So I imagine that's why they're giving us so much room in this game. There's no steps, that's just a back door. So you just saw this tiny little room with this tiny little room with this tiny little room. So none of them are huge. And it's got a little storage area there. So none of these are big. They're all about the size of those tiny rooms that were off to the side. Has a 5-floor basement below it, which had that huge, massive amount of space. So even if you can't afford a huge, massive house that's super expensive, like say that one right there, but you still want lots of space, you can still buy a small house and put a decent sized basement in. Now, I'm pretty sure you won't be able to put a 5-floor basement in a small little tiny house, but you'll get a lot more room, and so a lot more bang for your buck if you don't want to go flat out and buy the big houses. But there you have it. So that is our final and last video, unless anybody makes a comment below of something else that they'd like to see before the release is over. I believe tomorrow, which today is Sunday the 30th, tomorrow is Monday, which will be the 31st. So if anybody has anything else they'd like to see before the end of the 31st, just leave us a comment and we'll try to see if we can put that in for you, or at least include it into our next videos when the next release comes out. If there's anything else you'd like to see from us from any other games coming out as well besides Shroud the Avatar, just let us know as well. And you can check out all of our other videos at NovaGamerCrew with a whole whack of other games that we've been doing. But that's it for Shroud the Avatar for this month, and we'll wait until the next release. Until then, as always, happy gaming.